Hello, hello, hello. I am the Linux Mench. It's been 4 months since I went through an Arch install, and today I'm going to do that with the March 1st ISO. So let's get to it. Right now I'm in my main production computer. I'm running Arch Linux with the DWM window manager, and on workspace 8 called Virt, I have a virtual machine of Arch Linux fired up. Well, the live ISO, that is. I'm going to click it on, and I'm going to make it full screen. And the first thing I'm going to do is change the font. I'm going to type in the command like that, and I'm going to hit enter, and wow, that is nice. So I'm not going to use the installer to select my mirrors. I'm going to do it manually, and I'm going to turn off Reflector because I don't like it. Reflector is an app that's part of Arch Linux that selects mirrors for you. I don't like it. So I'm going to turn it off. So I'm going to type in this command, system control stop reflector dot service. And I'm going to hit enter. And now reflector service is turned off. Now I'm going to go into the mirror file and select the mirror. And these are all the mirrors. So now I'm going to select a mirror that I like. And I like this constant mirror. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to take it to the top. I'm going to paste it in. And you know what? I'm just going to delete all the other mirrors. You can always easily get these back after. And I'm going to save the file. This is a really good mirror, the constant mirror. It's from the United States and it's fast and it's always up to date. I'm going to sync my mirrors. So I'm going to change the font. So that's the regular font. And I'm going to change it to a medium size. Okay, I'm going to clear the screen. And now I'm going to type in Arch install. And I'm going to go to locales, locale language. And I'm going to go up to English Canada, hit enter, and then go back. I'm going to skip mirrors because I already chose my mirror. This configuration, partitioning, use best default partition. I'm going to use my space bar to put an X here, and I'm going to hit enter. And I'm going to use my arrows to go down to ext4. And then I'm going to use my arrows to go down to disk encryption and encrypt my drive. Hit enter, Lux, hit enter again. Encryption password is going to be this. I'm going to put it in again. And I'm just going to go down to back. Oh, okay, go down to partitions. And I'm going to use my space bar to put an X there. So we're encrypting the whole drive. And I'm going to go back. And I'm going to go back. Swap, I'm going to say no. Bootloader, leave the same. Kernel, leave the same. Host name, leave the same. Authentication. Root, I'm going to put a root password in. I'm going to put a user account in. Add a user. Mench. Put Mench's password in. Make Mench a super user. Yes. Confirm and exit. Back. I'm going to skip profile. I'm going to skip applications. Oh, applications I need. I'm going to add audio. You can also add Bluetooth and print service if you need it, but I don't have a printer. And I'm not going to use Bluetooth in this virtual machine. So I'm just going to add audio. I'm going to do Pipewire. Let's go back. Network configuration. Network manager. Additional packages I'm going to skip. Time zone, I'm going to do a / and type in Eastern. I'm going to use my arrow to select Eastern Canada. And hit enter. Of course, you have to hit enter for that. And now I'm going to install. Hit yes. And let's see how long it takes. I'm going to pause the video and come back in a few minutes. So don't go away. I'll be back. Okay, we finished our base install. And if you look at the very top in the center, installation completed in 2 minutes and 0 seconds. Now, of course, that's not counting the time where I made all my selections and everything. Just the download and the install of the base system took 2 minutes and 0 seconds. How about that, eh? Can't beat that. No way. So now we have the choice with our arrows to exit Arch install, reboot the system, or chroot for post-installation configurations. I'm just going to select reboot and hit enter. And we are rebooting into our brand new installation of Arch Linux. Of course, it's a base install. So I'm going to make it full screen. Hit enter. And I encrypted the installation. Now, someone wrote in one of my comments, why do you encrypt your installations when you're in virtual machines? If your hard drive is encrypted, your main computer is encrypted, no one's going to be able to get into your virtual machine. Well, I encrypt the virtual machines because I want you to encrypt your installations. Because a lot of people don't encrypt the installations, and I want to show you how to do it. So I'm going to put my encryption password in, and I apologize about the small font. I'm going to change that. And now we're at the login screen. I'm going to put my password in, Mench. I'm going to put Mench's password in, and I'm going to do sudo. Well, before I do that, I want to see if it kept my mirror selection. because for a while it was overriding it. I don't know, 6 months ago, before I started turning off reflector, it would override my selection, and I didn't like that, and that's why I turned off reflector service. So I'm going to type in the command like that, and it didn't override it, it kept it. That's because I turned off reflector service. So right now I'm going to download Terminus font, and let's see if my sudo privileges work, and they do. And I'm downloading Terminus font because some of the things that are available on the live ISO are not automatically given to you when you do your base install. You have to put them in yourself. So now let's change the font. Ah, that's better. I like that. Okay. Now let's install Vim and Git. Enter. This is going to be really fast. What I'm going to do is download my GitLab repository and install my favorite apps and window managers. I'm downloading my GitLab repository with this command, and this command is in the show notes of all my videos. And that's done. Let's ls it. Let's see, we have a Mench folder now. So let's cd into Mench. Let's ls it. We have an Arch folder. Let's cd into Arch. ls it. And on the far left, in the green, we have an AutoApp basic.sh and an AutoApp.sh. So I'm going to run the script. AutoApp. Well, you know what? Let's Vim into it first. So it's going to install the Awesome Window Manager, Qtile Window Manager, Base Devel, BlueAs utilities, FastFetch, Firefox, uBlock Origin, GNOME, some of the GNOME utilities, LightDM, Xorg, and so forth. Zesh, Rhythmbox for music, HTOP. Okay, you should take a look at this before you run the script if you decide to run my scripts, and clear the screen. Okay, so we have my timer over, and I'm going to run this command. Let's just start my timer and hit enter, and we're installing 407 packages. And I'm wondering how long this is going to take. So the base install took 2 minutes and 0 seconds, not including me making all my selections or my pre-changes that I made, with the mirrors and stuff. Anyways, you know what? I'm going to pause the video and come back. So don't go away. I'll be back. And that's it. Took 1 minute and 30 seconds, 1.5 minutes, to download all my favorite apps and window managers. But downloaded the Qtile window manager, the Awesome window manager, Firefox, uBlock Origin, some of the GNOME utilities, Zesh, Shell, and many other things. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Can you believe that? Not bad, eh? Sorry. But now, let's move that timer out of the way. And actually, you know what? I'm just going to close it. Oops, let's clear the screen. Let's do an ls. And what am I going to do? In the standard column on the bottom, there's a run config basic and a run configs. I'm going to vim into run config basic, and I'm just going to run this file. It's going to set my firewall at the bottom. The bottom paragraph is going to set the firewall, and it's going to copy my configuration files for Qtile and Awesome and LightDM and some wallpapers and some other configuration files into my home directory. Okay, I'm going to close this, and I'm going to clear the screen, and I'm going to run config basic, and I'm going to hit enter. And that's done. I'm going to hit enter, and let's just see. I got an error message there. Let's just see if my firewall is working now. Let's just do sudo, and my firewall is active. And let's do verbose, and it's active. The default is to deny all incoming and allow outgoing. And let's see if my Zesh configuration file is working now. And it is. I'm going to cd out of there. I'm going to vim into, I forgot to sudo it. Sudo vim into etc password. And line 1, I'm going to change it to Zesh. I'm going to go down to the Mench line and change that to Zesh. I'm going to save the file. And I'm going to log, I'm going to exit. I'm going to exit there. And we're going to log back in. See if it's on now. Okay. So now Zesh is my default shell. I'm going to type in start X. We're going to go into the Awesome Window Manager. Now we're in the Awesome Window Manager with my configuration file. I'm going to do the Windows key, or the mod key, the super key, and I'm going to put a P in there. And I'm going to type in LX. We're going to go into custom look and feel. Oh boy, that's too bright. Materia dark. Icon theme is Papyrus dark. And I'm going to apply it. Now I'm going to close it. Shift mod key C. And let's just get out of there. Let's go back in. And there we are. And Control mod key P is going to open up Nemo. Actually, and of course I have a nice menu here. Let's go into Nemo. And let's just lower that a bit. Oh, there we go. Isn't that nice? Let's close it. You have Firefox here. Oh, before I open up Firefox, let's do an HTOP. So I gave this virtual machine 4 processors, 4 gigs of RAM and no swap, and we're running at 359. That's a little bit high, but still not bad, eh? Let's type in a fast fetch. You can see we're in Arch Linux, a KVM, QEMU. It's a virtual machine. We're running the Zesh shell, we're in the awesome window manager, and we're running Xterm. And look at this, it's only -4. A few weeks ago, it was -15, and it even went down to -30 with the wind chill. How about that? We're going to close this. Let's get out of here. Let's quit. Let's vim into XNRC. I'm going to comment out awesome, and I'm going to deactivate. So I deactivated awesome. I'm going to activate the Qtile window manager. I'm going to type in start X. Now we're in the Qtile window manager. And I hit mod key W to open up Firefox. You can see we are in Firefox. It's the first time it's opening it in this virtual machine. And you can see uBlock Origin is installed. So I'm going to close that. Shift mod key C is going to close it. And you know what? I'm just going to get out of here. That was Qtile. And actually, why did I do that? I want to go back in. So mod key enter is going to open up my terminal, which is Xterm. And I'm going to cd into Mench, ls it. I'm going to cd into Arch, ls it. And I'm going to cd into DWM. Clear the screen. I'm going to ls it. Now I changed something in the installer. I changed a few things. And one thing wasn't working in the installer, and now it's working. I'm going to vim into it. This is my installer for DWM and the simple terminal. It wasn't properly copying. When I ran the installer, everything worked except one thing. It wasn't copying my configuration file for DWM over into the proper folder. Why? Well, I changed the script so I know it's working now. So if you're going to run this script, it's going to install DWM and the simple terminal for you from source. So let's run it. You know what? Let's clear the screen. And we're going to put the command in like that and hit enter. And it's going to run the script. Now, I used to have two separate scripts. One for installing DWM, then you had to go into another folder and run a script for the ST terminal. Now it's all in one script. Now when you see it's paused and it still looks like it's stuck, and you see some dones here, done, done, and the cursor is over here and it's stuck, that means it's finished. It's not stuck. Hit enter. Okay, now I'm going to cd out of there. I'm going to clear the screen. I'm going to ls it. I'm going to cd into my builds folder. ls it, and you see I have three folders there. I have DWM, patches, and ST. So I'm going to cd into ST, ls it, and I only have one patch for ST. It's a scroll back patch. I'm going to put this command in, and I'm going to run it. I'm going to clear the screen, and I'm going to type in the command like that. Oh, I got to put my password in. And now we're going to build the ST terminal. I'm going to clear the screen. Let's see if it works. Let's type in ST. And there it is. On this side, we have ST, and on this side, we have Xterm. Okay. And remember, we're in Qtile window manager right now. So I'm going to close this. Whoop, I didn't mean to do all that. Let's go back into builds. ls it. Let's go back in. Let's go into DWM now. Let's ls it. Let's clear the screen. So now you can see my script. For some reason, the way I had the script written before, it was copying everything over, but it wasn't copying my configuration file for DWM. So I changed the script a bit, and now it's working. So we have two patches here. An auto start patch and a run all monitors. So obviously my auto start patch is going to make sure that my auto start file for DWM works. And run all monitors, I have two monitors, and it's going to make sure that my status bar is on both monitors. Keep it simple. So I'm going to run all monitors like that. I'm going to clear the screen. Run auto start like that. Clear the screen. And now I'm going to make a clean install. Put my password in. And now I'm going to log out of here. And now I'm going to type start X. Now we're in DWM with my configuration file. Alt enter is going to open up a simple terminal, the ST terminal. There it is. And Alt X is going to close it. Control Alt H is going to open up HTOP. Look at that. Wow. We're running at 266 megabytes of RAM. Not bad, eh? Okay, so I paused the video and I opened up Firefox and turned off all the garbage that comes with it by default. So now we're going to open it. It'll be Alt W to open up Firefox. And there's Firefox. I am the Linux Mench. In my last video, I showed how to install and configure Dwm in Debian and Arch Linux. And in Debian, it allowed me to remove sudo. So, we have sound. And you know, the funny thing is that guy looked an awful lot like me. Now I'm going to open up a terminal, and I'm going to do fast fetch. And you can see we are in the DWM window manager with the ST terminal. Now let's clear the screen. Let's do another HTOP after running all those things. So even after opening up Firefox and playing a video, I'm still only at 293 megabytes of RAM. Not bad, eh? Let's close that. And that's it. In this video, I took the March 1st, 2026 archlinux ISO and I went through a base install, and then I used my GitLab repository to install my favorite apps with the Awesome Window Manager, the Qtile Window Manager, and then I built DWM in a simple terminal from source running my install script from my GitLab repository. And I fixed something in my install script that wasn't functioning properly before, and I wanted to make sure it worked. And my last installation of Arch Linux on camera was 4 months ago. So I thought it was time for another one. And I also want to see that the March 1st ISO is working and functioning properly. And it's been a really long time since I've done a manual install of Arch Linux on camera. I probably should do one of those again soon. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like it and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I am the Linux Mench.